On December 31st, the cap on energy prices will expire throughout the state of Pennsylvania. PECO has requested a 5% increase in rates to go into effect January 1st. Thus far, there has been very little coverage of the reasons for and the possible effects of the removal of rate caps. The media coverage of this issue has largely consisted of consumer reports detailing ways to cut down on energy usage without recognizing the fact that people have already been struggling to pay their utility bills before this new increase in rates. Especially now as unemployment continues to rise, home foreclosures increase, and healthcare costs become more unaffordable, this increase in the price of utilities is putting pressure on everybody's already strained budgets. We decided to speak with PECO customers about the price of utilities and what they know about the rate hikes.
Well, really, we don't know anything yet because I've been coming down here since August trying to get some information, and they said they put me on a list. I haven't received anything in the mail. I haven't received any emails about it. And so I'm having a meeting this evening at my house for the homeowners. I'm doing the homeowners. And to let them know if they want to, we all go together. If not, I will represent to find out more, because everybody's getting shut off notices for like even $139. And for them not to get the information out soon enough, that's not a good sign.
It doesn't feel good to know that I can't really afford to pay my bills, but come on, who can? I live by myself, so I'm not really so much worried about kids or anything, you know what I'm saying? But I feel for people who are worried about their children and situations going on with other bills and stuff like that. I'm really worried about that.
Their rates are extremely high. The gas works are extremely high. You don't get what you deserve for your money. And the customer service stinks. It's not fair. It's not fair. They're the only ones making the money, them in the city. The people are suffering.
I feel like with the recession and everything, the rate hikes, with all the having no money and how much they're increasing our bills, and you would think that they would have that we could get some more help. We're not getting no help at all. We're just middle class, low class, working families. You know, we're not rich. So every dollar helps. Every dollar counts. So every dollar that I got to put towards my electric bill, that's money that could be going towards my kids' education.
To learn more about the energy rate hikes, we spoke with Philip Bertacci and Tu Tron, two advocates with CLS, Community Legal Services. They spoke about the struggle for affordable utilities and what programs are available to combat the rising cost of energy.
Our ideal and our mission really is to make sure that low-income Philadelphians have a reasonably continuous service, no unreasonable interruptions, because it's a basic necessity of life.
A lot of folks, when they call the utility, they're told you have to pay the whole balance, or you've run out of payment agreements, or they're not told about all their options, and we go through all the possible options. And the vast majority of people that come to CLS for help have a shut-off notice, or they've already been shut off, and the first thing we tell them to do is let the utility know if you're low income. We're still seeing folks who are losing jobs, having a hard time finding jobs. A lot of newly poor people who don't know about the low-income programs out there. So if folks aren't already enrolled in PECO's cap rate program or PGW's CRP program or the Water Revenue Bureau's WRAP program, that's WRAP, Water Revenue Assistance Program, that's one of the first things they should do. And that could cancel the shut-off notice from each of those utilities or even get service restored.
In most cases, certainly low-income people, this service cannot be terminated for non-payment between December 1st and April 1st. If you're over 300% of poverty, then you're not protected from shut-off in the winter. But if you're under 300% of poverty, generally speaking, you're protected.
The rate hikes expected this January are the result of the cap on electricity charges expiring. This cap was placed on charges in 1996 after the Pennsylvania state legislature passed the Energy Competition and Consumer Choice Act, which deregulated the market for energy generation. Philip Bertacci of CLS explains what he believes the effects of this deregulation will be.
The theory was that this would lead to very large opportunities for savings for residential and commercial customers. We think that the jury is clearly still out on whether they're going to be very substantial savings. For the low-income customers, there are no further discounts available to them other than what they can get through the low-income programs. Now, they're getting a larger discount through the low-income programs than they're going to get through any kind of competition regarding just the electrical, the generation supply part of their bill.
Even with the programs available to low-income Philadelphians, this year, more than previous years, people will simply not be able to afford utilities and will resort to other, often dangerous methods of keeping the lights on and their families warm.
We know that lack of utility service kills, whether it's gas or electric. Every year there are people that die because their electric service was shut off. They were using candles. They were using some kind of hookup that was dangerous. There were short circuits. There's a house fire. The same thing with gas service. People will do things like illegal connections which end up having the potential for causing house fires and not only blowing everyone up but setting a whole block on fire. It's not something that you want to have happen.
Tim McShay of Philadelphia's Firefighters Union, Local 22, echoed these concerns and commented on the effects that the rate hikes are going to have on firefighters' jobs and the lives of individual Philadelphians.
Once the rates go up and people can't afford them, they seek alternate sources. We run into a lot of what we call hot wires, where they'll have an illegal electrical hookup, which causes fires. Or if they have to go to kerosene heaters, they cause fires. Or if you read the final year of the end of the year report, you'll find out that these things all contribute to fire deaths and fire property damage. And the raise of the heights at this time, when everybody's kind of struggling to make ends meet, it's a recipe for fatality.